What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to my channel, Lucida Graphics. In today's video, I'll be teaching you guys how to design this simple funeral poster in CorelDRAW. If you're new, consider subscribing by clicking on the red button below and turn on the bell icon in order not to miss my future upload. So coming over here guys, these are the stock images we'll be working with. Alright, I'm going to put most of this images for you guys, but note, I'm not going to put this picture for you because it's a client picture, so I'm not going to put, you can get any picture of your choice and make use of it. Alright, so but for this backgrounds which I got, and this also with this, I'm going to put the link of all this for you guys in the down description below. So without any further ado, let's get straight to the video. Welcome to CorelDRAW guys. So the first thing we're going to do is change our size, and the size of the paper we'll be working with is A3 size. So to do this, come over to your property bar and locate your letters. Alright, that's your page size, and come over to, just click on it and come over to this and choose A3. And once you do that, this is what you're going to have. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to come over to this place and select my rectangle tool, alright, and draw this way. So as you can see guys, it's not actually fitted to this frame, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over to this unit. Alright, so your drawing unit, select inches. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is come over to this page dimension. Alright, I'm going to copy this first one we have here, copy it. Alright, I'm going to copy it, then click on this rectangle tool which we created and come over to this and paste that same numbers which we copied. Alright, so I'm going to click enter, and I'm going to click over here also and select this one, copy it, then paste it to this. Alright, though if you're using a lower version of this, you're not going to go through this process because this is a 2021 version of CorelDRAW. Alright, so that's why it's actually giving us these issues, because if you in the lower version, if you double click on this rectangle, it's gonna come, it's gonna bring itself over to this place. So this is actually a 2021 version. It's, I don't know why it's actually working this way though, but this is what you're gonna have. So the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna remove this black stroke. All right, I'm gonna right click over here and select set outline color. So as you can see, we don't have that anymore. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna import our stock images for this tutorial. So to do this, you right click over here on this empty space, or you come over to your file. When you right click, you will see import. The shortcut is Ctrl I. If you don't want to right click and you feel like coming over to the file on your menu bar, it's the same thing. All right, select import. All right, and wait for it to load. So this is what you're going to have guys. So you're going to locate where your files are saved. So I'm going to select this, come over to this, and select the files we'll be working with. Alright, so I'm going to select all of this and click on import. So once I do that, I'm going to just place all of them here. Alright, so once you do that, this is what you're going to have guys. So the next thing I'm going to do is import our text for this tutorial. So what I'm going to do is come over to my notes part where I saved all the text. So I'm going to copy all of this. Alright, and I'm going to go to my text tool and select the text tool. Then what I'm going to do now is I'm going to click over here and use Ctrl+V to paste it. So I'm going to give it a white color. As you can see, we can't see the text, so I'm going to give it a white color so we can see it, and I'm going to put that just right there. Alright, so this is what you're going to have guys. So the next thing I'm going to do guys is I'm going to bring in this image, scale it up this way. Alright, I'm going to right click on it. As you can see guys, I've taken out the background. Alright, so I've taken out the background of this picture. So if you don't know how to talk about this background in Photoshop, you can actually go and watch out my videos. I have videos where you can learn how to take out background in Photoshop and in CorelDRAW. So what we're going to do now is we're going to power clip this image into this frame which we have here. Some of you might be wondering why I got pink's background. Like everything we have here, some of the things we have here is pink, and it's actually pink we'll be working with. Alright, so as a background, or the colors we're working with is pink. The client said they want something pink. Alright, so we'll stick to that color and give them what they want. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to right click over here and select power clip. Alright, and I'm going to place this, I'm going to select power clip, then this arrow is going to come up, so I'm going to place this into this frame this way. So we're going to right click to adjust this background to place it the way we want it. So I'm going to right click and select edit power clip, all right, to enable us get access to this image which we've power clipped into this frame. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place this image over here and scale it up this way. All right, so once I do that, I'm going to place that over there and leave that to that. And let's bring this closer a bit and scale this up this way, and we're going to leave that to that. I want this image to look big. All right, so I think this is fine. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to click on finish, and the next thing I'm going to do now is I'm going to bring in this background, scale it up. All right, so I'm going to power clip this background into this frame also by clicking on it and select power clip. All right, so I'm going to place it into this frame this way. So the next thing we're going to do, guys, is right click on it again and select edit power clip. So as you can see, guys, it's not actually looking okay the way it is. So I'm going to right click and select power clip. Then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to use shift on our keyboard plus shift plus page down to take it to the back, and we're going to scale this way. All right, so once we do that, we're going to apply a bit of blur effect to this, because as you can see, the image is kind of bad a bit. So if you apply blur to it, it's going to make it look sharp. All right, and blur some part of the and blur the background for us. So what I'm going to do now is go to our effect and select blur, then select Gaussian blur, and this is too much, so we're going to reduce that to, let's say I just want it blur a bit, so I'm going to use 3.4 pixels. All right, so I think that's fine. So we're going to click on OK, and what we're going to do now is I'm going to click on finish, and this is what we're going to have. So the next thing I'm going to do is bring in this flower background, and but before then, let's place this over here and bring in our rectangle tool and draw this way. All right, so I'm going to give this a black color so we can see it. So I'm going to zoom in this way, and basically what I'm going to do is take this up a bit, and now the next thing we're going to do is I'm going to go into this frame. All right, edit power clip, use my my shape tool. All right, so I'm going to select this way and just take this up a bit and click on finish, and this is what we're going to have. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to duplicate this background this way. All right, then I'm going to right click and select power clip, then place it into this frame and select edit power clip this way, and I'm going to scale this up. All right, just right there, and we're going to leave that to that. All right, so I'm going to click on finish, and this is what we're going to have. So the next thing we're going to do, guys, is let's adjust this background this way, and let's have a bit of this shade of pink this way. So this is what we're going to have, guys. So the next thing we're going to do, guys, is I'm going to bring in this one over here, then scale this down this way. All right, so that's what we're going to have. And the next thing we're going to do is let's take this up a bit and scale it up this way, and that's what we're going to have. So the next thing we're going to do, guys, is I'm going to bring in this background, power clip it by right clicking and select power clip, then power clip it into this frame, then right click again and select edit power clip. Then we're going to place this one here. All right, so I'm going to scale this, then use my mirror tool on my property bar and flip this. I want it to face the other side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select this, all right, and select this one, and this is what we're going to have. So I'm going to select and scale up this way, then we're going to leave that to that. I just want it a little bit smaller here. So I'm going to select my transparency tool and fade out this part. This way, as you can see, the edges is kind of sharp. So I'm going to bitmap, convert to bitmap, then make sure your color mode is on RGB. All right, then 300 resolution, and click on OK. Then what we're going to do is fade out this part also, and this is what we're going to have. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to select this image and use shift page up to bring it forward, and I'm going to select this and place it over here. All right, I'm going to flip this way, so I'm going to mirror it just to place that just right about there, and this is what we're going to have. So I'm going to select this image again and select shift page up to bring it forward, and click on finish. Let's see what we got. Okay, so this flower is actually coming up here, so we're going to push that up. All right, just right there, and that is what we're going to have. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this. I'm going to cut this text. All right, paste it over here. Then let's give it a black color so we can see. And the next thing I'm going to do is we have here forever loved, forever lived. So I'm going to cut this. All right, cut this one, break this apart this way, and I'm going to use Ctrl+K to break it apart, Ctrl K on your keyboard to break it apart. So the fonts we'll be using for this one is called this. I'm going to copy this font. So I'm going to put the names of this font for you guys in the down description below so you can check it out. So this is the font we'll be working with for this one. So we're going to change this font, and I'm going to use this one over here, and I'm going to scale this up this way. So as you can see, this font has a lot of spacing, so I'm going to use my shape tool and drag this way. All right, just right about there. And the font I'm going to be using for this one is called this. Don't worry guys, I'm going to put the names of all this for you guys in the down description below. So this is the font for this one. All right, so this is the font we'll be working with for this. So I'm going to place this one here, just right there, and that's fine. So what I'm going to do now is give this a pink color. All right, so once I give it a pink color, I'm going to scale this up this way, and I'm going to click on this thumbnail over here to make the color dark pink. So I'm going to drag this way. So I'm going to bring this one just right there, and click on OK. And the next thing I'm going to do guys is I'm going to cut this one. Let me bring this one here, and bring this one here. So I'm going to change this to this right up here. So I'm going to delete this one. I'm going to group this one and ungroup this. So we're going to leave that just right about there, and we're good with that. So I'm going to bring this one down. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in this logo and place this cancer logo. So I'm going to place it over here and leave that to that. So I'm going to leave that over there, and let's reduce this a bit and bring this down. And this is what we're going to have guys. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this one. All right, cut this and paste it over here, give it the same color, and I'm going to change the fonts to this. And what I'm going to do is basically break this way and take this down. And I'm going to use my shape tool to reduce the font spacing this way, and I'm going to bring this one here and go over to my property bar, select center alignment, and I'm going to leave that to that. So I'm going to scale this up a bit, and we're good with that. So this is what we're going to have. So the next thing I'm going to do guys is I'm going to copy this name. All right, so I'm going to paste it over here. And once I do that, I'm going to remove this late and cut this one from here. Then what I'm going to do is change the font to this. All right, I'm going to change the font to this Daikon font. All right, so I'm going to use a bolder one. All right, something like that. All right, so I'm going to break this apart, change this to uppercase. All right, using Shift plus F3 to change to uppercase. All right, so I'm going to click on OK, then use Shift F3 to change to uppercase over here, then click on OK. So I'm going to keep this over here, make sure it's aligned to the middle. I'm going to scale this up just right there and leave that. So as you all know guys, this is the poster, and after this video I'll be uploading the video of the program which we will be designing also after this video. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this. All right, and I'm going to give this same color over here. So the fonts we'll be using for this one is called this one, Lucida. All right, so I'm going to type Lucida Bright. All right, so I'm going to change this. Oh, this is not the font guys, this is not the font. Okay, this one. So what I'm going to do is just keep it over there and scale it up a bit. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in this one. All right, So I'm going to extract this stuff here. If you remember this, we mostly use it on some of our designs, so I'll put the link of all this for you guys in the down description below. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to extract this by going to my bitmap, select mode, black and white. Alright, then I'm going to click on OK. Make sure your composition mode is on line art. Alright, so I'm going to click on OK and go to my trace bitmap, outline trace, line art, and wait for this to load. And once it's done, you're going to see the before and I'm going to have the after. Guys, this is actually loading so slowly, so I'm going to cancel this and I'm going to scale this down this way. Alright, first of all, let's bitmap. Alright, let's bitmap this so that it's not gonna be too heavy. Alright, to load. So I'm gonna go to my mode, black and white, and alright, so let's go back and try one more time. If you come over here, you can see the timing here, because sometimes it loads so slowly. It depends on the volume of the image. So as you can see, it loads so fast. This is the before and this is the after. So if you encounter the problem why the timing is loading so slowly, so what you're going to do is go back and bitmap it. All right, just the way we did. So what I'm going to do is delete this one, then come over to this and place it over here, then give it this same color. Then I'm going to zoom this way and basically scale this up this way and just right about there, and we're going to leave that. So I'm going to reduce this one this way. So I'm going to use my shape tool and take this up this way, and that's what we're going to have. So I'm going to take this one up, this one. All right, so basically guys, this is strictly by invitation, guys. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this one, paste it over here, give it the same color. All right, so what I'm going to do is change the font to this Daikon-Black, and I'm going to scale this up a bit. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to change the alignment to center alignment by coming over here, change to center alignment. The shortcut is Ctrl E, as you can see, guys. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to cut this one also. I'm going to cut this one, paste it over here. All right, so I'm going to bring this one here and paste it here. So I'm going to bring this one, give it same color, and change the font also to this Daikon-Black. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this one. All right, paste this one here. All right, then I'm going to bring this one here, space it this way. All right, so what I'm going to do is place this one over here and bring this one font 15 for this, font 15 for this, font 15 for this, sorry guys, 15 for this, and this is what we're going to have. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this one and we're going to place this one here. So I'm going to change the font for this one to this Daikon, but something italics. We're going to use the italics one, and I'm going to just leave this one here. There will be no reception, guys. So this is it, this is just it, and we're going to bring this one here, use same font for this. As you can see, this event is strictly what by invitation, guys. So you're not invited if you are not given an invite for this. All right, so this is what we're going to have. So as you can see, basically guys, this is how we designed this funeral poster in CorelDRAW. Don't forget guys, after this video will be the program for this, will be the design for the program. So I'm going to teach you guys, I'm going to show you guys how I designed the program for this funeral. All right guys, so if you have any question, don't forget, drop me a comment in the comment section below. Give this video a thumbs up, and guys, see you guys in my next video.